are here, and we would be going through what are all the things that you need to know about the college and which will help you in the next 4 years to go through to survive the college basically. Okay. So starting with the roadmap, so today we would be going through a few topics. Such as what about the examinations, what about everything in the college, how does it goes. For example, just a second, my slide, just a minute. Okay, let me
No
share my
issues.
screen again.
Basically, the motto is whenever you will be just coming in your first year, second year, third year, fourth year, you will be coming up with this question mark and also this word why. So we are here to answer all the whys you will be coming across throughout your 4 years of journey. And yes, we can start, Prachi.
Okay. So for today's agenda, we would be going through whatever you need to know about the college, all about examination, about projects, about internships, and we would be also helping you with the 4 year roadmap. That what are all the things that you need to do or achieve in a particular year, so that it creates like it's easier for you at the end when you are during placements or if you are going for future studies. That's all. And then we will have a fun interactive quiz. The winners of the quiz will also get prizes, so stay tuned till then. Okay. So starting with the very first thing, which is the special pointers, the few things which the first year students specially need to know about. First is the attendance. So attendance is really important in first year, especially they take care that you should have at least 75% attendance. You are attending all of your labs because you get marks for that. Like around 5 marks are there per lab. So you need to attend all the labs, even in second, third year as well. Lab attendance in labs is quite important. For classes as well, in first year it's really strict, and after in second, third year as well, in some of the streams it's a little bit strict, and but in some CSC and IIT it's a little bit lenient. Second point is NSS. So everybody needs to complete this. This is included in our course, and we do get. You need to, everybody needs to complete around 240 hours for NSS, and actually it's in second year. The credit is in the second year, but the students can also start working, can join NSS in the first year as well, so that it's easier for them to complete the 240 hours mark. And it's just easy marks because all you have to do are simple activities. You would be provided with the activities by the teachers of NSS, like some, like for example, when we were during the online mode, we were given the activities such as to give masks to people or to give foods to stray dogs, and then just submit those photos. The task could be that simple, and you will be granted numbers for that because it's included in the credit. Third point
I
is
also want to
application.
add, sorry, Prachi, I
Okay.
also want to add like two things in NSS section. First is, as Prachi mentioned, you can also do everything in the first year itself. For that, you have like some seniors who are already working in NSS. Or one more thing, like we have Ravi sir and Anil sir, I think the head of the NSS. He will be helping you. Although we have the app and also one website of NSS and all the openings of NSS members will be posted there. But it is better if you actually interact with them personally because उनको ज़्यादा पता होगा और वो तुम्हें एकदम बता देंगे कि whenever there will be an opening तुम उनसे interact कर सकते हो directly. Second thing is why we are saying कि तुम अभी first year में you can start doing it because when you will be just completing everything like 240 hours in the second year, it could be a possibility कि तुम दूसरी चीजों के साथ busy हो and you don't have this much of time to complete everything. So this is a benefit if you actually join NSS in the first year. One additional point is अगर तुम्हारे एनएसएस में फर्स्ट ईयर में 100 मतलब लग जाते हैं मार्क्स तो वो सेकंड ईयर में भी मार्क्स के टाइम पे काउंटेड होंगे तो ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम्हारे से सेकंड ईयर के आवर्स काउंटेड होने वाले हैं तो दिस इज वन थिंग यू कैन टेक एंड या ऑल्सो जब ऑफलाइन हो जाएगा इन केस सेकंड ईयर के टाइम तक आई एम होपिंग सबका ऑफलाइन हो जाएगा तो दे ऑल्सो टेक यू टू द ट्रिप्स कि तुम विलेज में ट्रिप कर रहे हो जैसे हम गए थे और फिर वहाँ पे यू विल बी डूइंग सम सर्वेज तो उसके भी आवर्स होते हैं सो इट विल बी ऑल्सो अ लॉट ऑफ फन सो सिर्फ यही काम नहीं होगा कि तुम मतलब ऑनलाइन ही काम कर रहे हो एंड वी आर होपिंग कि ये भी ऑफलाइन हो जाए यस प्राची वी कैन गो अहेड
Yes, exactly. Soon we would be going to the offline modes as well, and there are activities for NSS in offline modes as well. Easier activities. Some you have to go to some villages, or you have to just fill up some forms. All those things, and those as are counted. Moving on to the next point, that is upgradation. I'm pretty sure most of you must have not got the very first stream which you wanted. You must be in EC wanting to shift to CSC IT, maybe still waiting for spot counseling, but you also have an option for upgradation, like your score for the first year. It's based on that. Some students are given a chance to upgrade their streams from ECE to CSC or maybe IT like that. But the thing for the upgradation is that you need to score, like you should be in the top list from the students in the complete first year. Your score in that is your CGPA or your numbers, that should be in the top only, because there are only 2 to 3 seats available in CSE IT for upgradation. Not much people are given the chance, but there is still a chance for you. Okay, then moving on to alumni point. Srishti, can you take over?
Yeah, sure. So we have a special cell known as the alumni cell, in which we do like two things. There are two things basically. First is we can perform as an organizer of the alumni cell, like being a part from the first year till the fourth year. We can be a part of the alumni cell where we'll interact with the alumni, because in alumni cell what we do first thing, we organize like alumni meets every, I guess, 2 year after 2 years, or if after every 1 year in case of offline modes. Then we have a lot of webinars from the alumni, especially for our engineering students, whenever they need some guidance or some consultations or some stream choices, because there are cases that a student wants to have a startup, there are cases that a student wants to land for a dream company like Amazon or Google. So there are some sessions by alumni, so that sessions are part of the organizing committee of the alumni set. And the second part is also we have a magazines for the alumni, so we take interviews there, we interact with the alumni. I have been a part of the alumni cell since, I guess, the past 2 years. So yeah, it's pretty much like we are the organizing or the backbone of the alumni cell. We don't have any society of type of thing for the alumni part, but yes, for the alumni cell, it's like we are a student group, a group of friends or group of students that organize for everything that the college suggests or the college says. So that's about the alumni cell. Yeah, you should interact with the alumni, you should meet them, because this broadens your network, as well as this tells you what are all options do you have in your BTech. Plus you get to know a lot of about BVCOE that they have experienced. So yeah, you can be a part of the alumni cell as well. And yeah, pretty much about it. So I guess we
I
can move.
also want to add on like 2 points. Firstly, for the upgradation part, firstly, as I know, like there are some people who are in the second year right now. So want to mention this thing, it is only for the first year students. Only they will be able to upgrade their branch, not second year, third year, fourth year. There's no point in that. Second, the thing is, as Pachi mentioned, you have to be in the top people if you want to upgrade your branch. But one more thing is, sometimes what happens, even the top members who are the toppers, they are not applying to upgrade their branch. They are very much satisfied with their branch thing. So what you can do is like whenever they are actually posting everything that you can upgrade your branch, you apply for this. Surely apply for this. I know there could be a possibility you won't be getting it, but there is no harm in applying, because I have seen some times where people were actually applying and also they were not in the top like the top members. They actually got the opportunity to upgrade. That was for the upgradation. We also have one member, Rupanshi, in our team. She was actually the college topper of the last year, and she got upgraded her branch. So that is also one thing. If you want to know personally, you can also DM her, or maybe like you can also interact on the group itself. Also, like pretty much alumni, for alumni, Shashti covered everything, that we have an official alumni cell. And also in our team, also like we have so many alumni who are actually placed at very, very good companies right now, like EY, JS, and so many companies. So not just like the official alumni cell, but also if you're the part of the team member, you will be getting a chance to interact with so many alumni. So that is also a plus point.
Yes, exactly. So you need to be in contact with the seniors, with the teachers for both the NSS and alumni parts, so that you can get regular updates, and that would be good for you. Then moving on, we have examinations. So we know that like for every subject, like they have different credits. Every subject have a different credit, and a total of 100 marks is the maximum marks you can get in each subject, which are divided into internals and externals. For internals, you will have one internal examination for 30 marks, which will then be converted into 15 marks, and the rest Totally for the internal, it's 25 marks weightage, 15 taken from the examination, and rest of the 10, it's taken through class tests and assignments. Now you would be getting enough classes and assignments, like around 4 to 5 tests and 2 to 3 assignments to complete. And these all are for 1 marks each. That would be a little much, but you have to complete because that's how it is. And for externals, it will be for 75 numbers. The thing here is that try to avoid backlogs throughout, especially in the first year. Many people, they do get backlogs, and try to avoid backlogs, and it might cause problems at the end. From the starting itself, try to maintain your CGPA. It's very much easier to get score for class test assignments and internals. Even for externals, you could aim for good marks. So that's how 25 marks for internals and 75 for externals. For preparation, you cannot only just depend on your classes. Sometimes all the things, due to the shortage of time, since we're on online mode and the admissions got quite late, so everything would go in a fast speed. So it could be a chance that you have left few topics, even the teacher leaves out 1 or 2 units. In that case, please refer YouTube. There are plenty of channels which are educating these subjects for IP Academy especially. And other than that, we have a website called as Notes Hub, on which the notes for every subject every year for every branch is uploaded. You can check that out. And also we have some exam preparation material known as Akash. It is just a questionnaire that all the previously asked questions are there in that book. You could either purchase it in the college, or you could even download it through Notes Hub. It's available there as well. Or you could ask any of your seniors to give it to you, because most of the people buy it and just after 1 semester it's of no use. So even you could ask a seniors to lend you the Akash. And that's how you need to prepare. The thing you need to take care is, please try to avoid backlogs throughout the all 4 years and try to maintain your CGPA from the very first semester. Because if you have a good CGPA, that will help you in the placements in the future.
Also, like one more point, as very well said that you have to like maintain your CGPA, but also there is one point. If you are actually scoring very well in your internal exam, it becomes very easy when you will be going with the external exams, because then you won't be having any like pressure. So what I have seen in the past, abhi I know because सब कुछ online है, so it is very easy for you. But even when everything is offline, internals में score करना it's very easy, and that's why it is also gonna help you a lot in scoring. So do one thing always, whenever this is like class tests and assignments or your files, make sure you're completing everything on time so that you could actually have a very good grab on your marks. So that is also one point. Yeah, I think, and also for the files and the internal practicals, there is one more point, like although we have covered everything in the attendance section, but make sure you are attending every lab, because although it is not that in the lecture section, but in the lab they will be scoring everything on the basis of your attendance. So make sure you are at least attending every lab whatever you are having in your first year itself. So yeah, that's all.
Yes. Coming on to that point about practicals and labs for each, like although in the online mode, it's a little bit still lenient, but they do take vivas and the files are also checked regularly. So keep updated on that. You have to perform the experiments, you have to write the files and submit it on time. Then because it's easy marks, like you get around 15 marks per practical for writing the file and the viva, and at the end which all are calculated, because for practicals the division is 40-60, 40 for internals and 60 for external examination, the final examination for practicals. For the internals, all your files marks and the viva marks are only included in that 40. So you need to work on that as well. Then moving on to the next slide, which is projects. So everybody, we have to do projects around in third and fourth year. Like it's the part of our curriculum that we are also given credit for these projects. So in the third year, the complete year, we are also divided in around a group of 3 to 4 people, and we are also assigned mentors from the college, and we have to work on a project. We need to like write the research paper for it, or a review paper. We would be going what a research paper and review paper is more in the upcoming, like we would be having few more sessions with everyone to explain more about what all these things are. just to give an overview that we have to do projects in third and fourth year. For that, like it's important to know that you should have a little bit understanding of machine learning and other stuff, so that you can start learning in the very first or second year. Also, the minor and major projects which are done in 7th semester and 8th semester are really important because they have a huge credit score, and sometimes these projects you can, if these are good projects, you can also add them to your resume. So that's also one point. Weber was Srishti, you want to add anything
Yeah.
more?
Yes, I want to add some points as. So basically, minor and major for college, minor and major is it must be your first priority, because minor and major holds a credit of 7 and 8. And in short, your complete BTech depends on this. The college expects you to build something that is unique, that has been improved. Maybe it can be a project that has, for example, let's say it's a machine learning project, it has a 95% accuracy. And if you acquire a 95.1% accuracy, then it's an achievement for you. And that's what your minor and major project must show, that you are bringing some change into the existing world, or you are bringing some new updations or upgradations to any existing concepts. So yes, these are the two projects. You will be assigned some mentors, or you can even approach to any mentor. Like you will be provided a list that these are the teachers that are in particular domain. For example, these particular sets of teachers are for machine learning, deep learning, and data science stuff. These teachers are for web development or some EC related stuff. So you can choose or approach your mentors as well if you have any idea or any concepts in your mind. And yeah, most prob what the flow goes is what groups you have formed in for the mini project, that is after or in your third year. So that will be continued for your minor and major. And you can either choose a topic which goes from mini project to the major project, or you can even switch, but teachers prefer not to switch between minor projects and major projects. You should choose a single topic that can be taken forth throughout your fourth year. So that's what the minor and major project showcase. And yes, it is a very big deal. You will be getting a special day off at the end of the fourth year, for especially for the minor and major project preparations. And yes, the group formed should be made carefully. You should think of first, like ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए सारे मशीन लर्निंग के एक ही में चले गए, सारे डीप लर्निंग के एक ही में चले गए. Try to make a like mixture or combination की one deep learning से है, and one is a Java developer, one is a backend developer, one is a database developer. So ऐसे करके mix combinations जितना होता है उतना it's very great for you to have a very good project. So yeah, that's
I think we can go into the details, like right now many people would not be very much familiar what machine learning, deep learning we are talking about. You would be learning all about these things. So just to give a basic overview, that even after
Just
selecting,
I just wanted to add 2 points. Yeah, Siddhant, go ahead.
भैया मिनी और माइनर मेजर प्रोजेक्ट्स में डिफरेंस क्या है, मतलब दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है?
I want to just say one thing. Although हमने काफी discuss कर लिया है, but even though you are asking this question right now, but when you will be in your 5th and 6th semester, you will be asking this again. So for now, just think कि 7th semester में minor होता है, 8th में major होता है. And one thing for all those people जो second year में हैं and for like later entries हैं, you will be also having your LCD presentation. And LCD presentation के time भी LCD presentation हो या फिर mini हो, they are not gonna grade any marks, and बस वो उसके लिए, वो learning के लिए है. And तुम अपने first year के साथ से friends बनाते हो, circle बनाते हो. As Shrishti mentioned कि पूरा का पूरा एक group होता है जिसमें someone is interested in machine learning, someone is interested in web development. तो तुम्हारा जितना ग्रुप अच्छा होगा वो फोर्थ ईयर और थर्ड ईयर में तुम्हें काफी हेल्प करेगा. सो दिस इज अ बोनस पॉइंट, नॉट लाइक कि तुम मेजर और माइनर में क्या कर रहे हो, बट मेक श्योर तुम अपना जो ग्रुप क्रिएट कर रहे हो उसमें काफी मतलब इंटरेस्ट के लोग हों जिससे तुम्हें वो आगे हेल्प हो जाए. So yeah, that's all what we can give right now, वरना तुम confuse हो जाओगे.
Yeah, just to clear it up a little bit, what happens in the college, you have subjects such as physics, chemistry in first year, then moving on, you would be having database and algorithms, all that. But all these subjects, they are not actually helping you to be, to get the jobs actually. Like you need to have some skills as well. Either you know web development, or you know mobile app development, or machine learning. So there are so many streams These are for, I'm talking about CICIT, people are very much interested in these things. Other than that, we have few more things, such as some people go for UI UX designing, some go for like robotics and all. So all these stream people, they start working on it from the very first and second years, and these things you have to do on the side. Like, these are not included in the curriculum, but these are important. Since you are now into an engineering college, you must know all these things. So that's why LCD presentations, which also goes on from, I think, around second year or first year, I'm not really sure. But what you have to do, you have to work on something other than the curriculum, like either in a web development domain, in machine learning domain, and you need to present it to the teacher, so that it basically, LCD does not have much like weightage in your scores. Like, it has around 10 or 15 marks, which are also afterwards reduced. But yeah, many have, I think, 1 credit in third year at the end, and minor and major have like greater credits, as Srishti said. So all these things you would be clearing out more when coming to second and third year. But the thing here is, but if you know beforehand that you have to do projects, you will be prepared. You would be talking to your seniors, you would be talking to the teachers from the very starting only, so that get to know more about it. That's the main point. Like, right now, if you go into the details of it, you might get confused. Just to give an overview, that these are all the things you have to do in your next 4 years.
Okay, so we can move ahead, I guess.
Okay. So next is internships and trainings. So yes, now if you're doing engineering, you have to do internships and trainings. And it's also included in the college curriculum that you have to do a training after the second year, and also an industrial training after third year. During the summer vacation, during the summer break, you have to do that. Now in second year, the college gives an option to do the training from the college itself, or either you could go for an internship outside. Like, if you have enough skills, or if you have enough contacts outside, you could get an internship. Either you could go with that, or otherwise the college also gives you an option to do that. And in the third year, it's an industrial training. That means you have to go outside, you have to work in a company, you have to work in a startup and do the internship, and you have to create some projects during that, and which you have to present to the teachers as well, and they will give you scores for it.
Also,
You
the
want
main crux point why we are actually telling you कि training and industrial training ये सब third year में होने वाला है, और second and third year में why we are telling you right away, क्योंकि अभी अगर तुम्हारे माइंड में होगा कि हमें मुझे second year third year में ट्रेनिंग करनी है, तो you guys would be making a good like good friends also. तुम मतलब अपना नेटवर्क बढ़ाओगे, और you will be seeing opportunities कि मुझे कौन सी चीजों में इंटरेस्ट है, because by the time when you will be in your second year or you will be completing और तुम ट्रेनिंग कर रहे होंगे, तो कॉलेज से भी दे विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग यू सम ऑप्शंस कि तुम्हें ऐप डेवलपमेंट में करना है या तुम्हें मशीन लर्निंग में करना है. सो दीज थिंग्स विल बी वेरी मच बेटर अगर तुम्हारे फर्स्ट ईयर से तुम्हारे दिमाग में आइडिया क्लियर है. तो फॉर नाउ ये सही है कि तुम अभी ध्यान रखो कि सेकेंड ईयर में तुम ट्रेनिंग कर होंगे और थर्ड ईयर में तुम्हारी इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग चलेगी. और अगर तुम सेकेंड ईयर की स्टार्टिंग से तुम्हारे माइंड में क्लियर है कि व्हाट आर द थिंग्स दैट यू वांट टू एक्चुअली गो अहेड विद, तो तुम्हारे लिए काफी इजी हो जाएगा. एंड दैट्स व्हाई सोसाइटीज एंड ये सब हेल्प करती हैं, जिससे तुम्हारी इंटरेस्ट और सब कुछ क्लियर हो जाए.
Yes.
राइट.
Okay, then coming on to placements and higher studies. So what happens that in the fourth year, mostly people get to start worrying about placements and higher studies. But we want to, like, although it's your just first year, you have just started, we don't want to put any pressure that abhi se sochna shuru kar do, no. But you should be aware that you should know that if you want to go for higher studies, pehle se hi keep on doing your research, that what are the patterns of the examination, or what all subjects are required for a particular examination, and talk to your seniors or the people who have actually given, who are actually preparing for higher studies or going for placements. For example, if you want to do MTech or anything after your BTech, go for a GATE examination. Then what happens, GATE have, like, it's difficult to prepare for GATE if you start in the fourth year only. But if you have started from the very second year, because in GATE most of the subjects are from our BTech only. From second year, third year, fourth year, they have around 1 or 2 subjects from each semester, which are finally asked in the GATE examination. So if you already know, okay, that I have to further prepare for GATE and these are the subjects, So at the time during your college, you will pay more attention to that subject. You will start preparing for the subject more in that semester only. Similarly, for CAT, GRE, you need a good hold on aptitude. You need a good hold on English, which cannot be developed in last few months when you are actually quite stressed out and thinking about a lot of things. So that's why for these placements and higher study, start talking to your seniors from the very start, start researching about them. And in the very first year, I would suggest everyone to explore everything, to know about everything, so that you get to know what you want to actually do afterwards, BTech. Either you want to go for placements or you want to go for higher studies. Even in higher studies, what do you want specifically you want to do? Do you want to go abroad to study? Do you want to do an MBA? Like that. So to help you with
I
that,
also,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah,
also
yeah,
want to
go ahead.
add few things. Sorry, Shashti, for cutting it down.
It's okay.
So, one thing is, I completely understand अगर तुम्हारे अभी तुम बहुत confused हो कि मुझे पता नहीं मुझे GRE की preparation करनी है GATE की करनी है. I can talk through my experience. So just imagine when you were in the 10th standard और तुम्हें IIT का पता भी नहीं था and you were preparing for JEE mains and everything. So there were some people जिनको 10th standard में ही IIT की preparation का पता था. Or maybe 10th standard mein they were even preparing for the same. So it was pretty much easy for them when they were in 11th and 12th standard. So this is also the same thing. But also one more point, as Prachi mentioned कि कुछ subjects ऐसे हैं जैसे mathematics है और तुम्हारे आगे circuit and networks वाले से काफी subjects आएंगे. वो वाले subjects will be very much helpful और वो तुम्हें first year second year में complete करने होते हैं. So what I did, I was very much interested in GATE exam in my first and second year. So I started preparing for the same, but it's very much like understandable अगर तुम्हारा interest change हो जाता है तो in my fourth year, in my fourth semester, I actually dropped this idea कि मुझे GATE के लिए prepare करना है और मैंने फिर GRE के लिए preparation start कर दिया था. So now the point is अगर तुम्हें पहले से ही पता है, मुझे पता था कि GRE के एग्जाम के लिए भी we have to maintain a better profile और we also have to ask for LOR और SOPs. तो अगर तुम्हारे पास काफी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है कॉलेज में लाइक लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज यू हैव और तुम्हारे टीचर्स के साथ काफी अच्छी कॉमराडरी है तुम उनके साथ काफी बात कर पा रहे हो तो और वो तुम्हें LOR मतलब एंड में मतलब लिख के देंगे तो इट विल बी वेरी हेल्पफुल. तो यही चीज होती है तो यू कैन सी कि तुम फोर्थ ईयर में ही एकदम से तुम्हारी प्रोफाइल बेटर हो जाएगी. इफ यू नो अबाउट एवरीथिंग तो तुम अगर GRE की भी प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो या फिर किसी भी मास्टर्स के लिए कर रहे हो अब्रॉड so you will be able to write some research paper, you will be able to write your better SOPs and LOR. So this is also one point. It's very much okay अगर तुम्हें अभी तुम confused हो, but make sure तुम्हारे दिमाग में अभी कोई idea है, तो वो तुम्हारे लिए easy हो जाएगा फिर.
yes, that's my point. That start exploring from the very first year, because what happens as the time goes on, we get a little bit lenient. Okay, it's going good. We will think about that later, and sometimes it gets a little quite too late. From the Vaibhav's example as well, that he started preparing for GATE in the very first second year. So even that did not cost him any loss because all the subjects were the part of semester examinations as well. So he scored good in that as well if he did not go for GATE in future. So there is no loss in preparing for anything from the start. It will always keep you ahead only. With
Also imagine myself preparing for the GATE exam in the third year and then realizing the fact that I'm not interested in this in the fourth year. Then it would be very much difficult because फिर मेरे पास profile develop करने के लिए GRE के लिए भी time नहीं होता, right? So when I was preparing for the GATE exam, I'm not saying कि तुम्हें GATE exam से prepare करना है first year में. I'm just saying कि तुम्हारे दिमाग में कोई point है, starting से goal है एक दिमाग में. So that would be very helpful for you. और तुम्हें
Yeah,
काफी
I was
much
adding
benefit
to this
करेगा.
only, Vaibhav. I guess it would be like सबको ऐसा हो रहा होगा कि यार गेट भी है कैट भी है GRE भी है so don't worry, Eduminerva keeps such sessions so we'll be telling you all about gate, all about cat, all about GRE. अगर किसी को ऐसे भी फील हो रहा है ना कि यार BT हो रही है ये तो क्या बता रहे हैं so don't get confused. It's just to brush you up to get you to the point that this all things you can do, you can pursue in your BTech and you can prepare for this as well. So we'll be having a lot of sessions, a lot of workshops, a lot of webinars on this as well. So like light लेना, जितना समझ आ रहा है समझो, जितने doubts पूछ सकते हो पूछो. But ऐसा नहीं है कि सबके लिए सबके ऊपर आज ही PhD कर देनी है, ठीक है ना?
Also societies में we have people who have cracked GATE और जिन्होंने GRE और CAT को भी crack किया है. So even जब तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा कि अच्छा that person cracked it तो मेरा भी interest आ रहा है. So that will be also helpful कि तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा कि ठीक है मेरा GATE में interest आ रहा है और maybe मेरा GRE में interest आ रहा है. So when you see people who are doing the same thing तुम्हारा interest भी develop हो जाता है. So that is also one point. हमारी societies में ऐसे काफी लोग हैं जिन्होंने GATE, CAT और GRE को prepare किया है. So they will be helping you a lot. So don't worry about it.
Yes. So basically these are some points जो अभी आपको मे भी लग रहा होगा अभी से हमें क्यों बता रहे हैं, but honestly it's a personal opinion कि मुझे ये first year से पता होता तो it would have helped me so much. तो अभी तुम्हें बाद में जाके पता चलेगा that it was great that आपको फर्स्ट ईयर में ये सब बातें स्टार्टिंग से ही पता चल गई हैं. इट विल बी मतलब हेल्पफुल ही रहेगा. इट्स नथिंग अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. And to help you more with that, we also have an action plan for you for the next 4 years. That these are according, like we are already in our 4th year, like Vaibhav, Srishti, me. So and talking with our seniors and going through all the mistakes we did through the 4th year, we have created an action plan which can help you to avoid those mistakes and also would help you in future with everything, like for either if you want to go for future studies or if you want to go for placements or just you want to do well in your BTech, want to score good, then this action plan will definitely help you. So for year 1, explore as many societies as you can. So you know that in BVP we have a lot of societies for technical and non-technical domains. We have a lot of societies. I would suggest you to explore, to learn more about them, that what are all the things those societies help with, what all sessions do they conduct, explore everything. And then the next point is to start with basic programming, the very basic things like learning, starting with a new language, go with C or C++, the very basic things, because you will get C and C++ in a first and second year as well in college as well. So if you already start preparing from it abhi se, because in the first year you have time, last में third fourth year में you would have projects and internships, and उस time you cannot learn new things. First and second year are the best for learning. So learn as much as you can and explore and learn both the things in your first and second year. So start with any programming language. I would suggest to go with C or C++ because that's also comes first in the college curriculum. The C is in, I think, second semester or third semester. I'm not really sure. Like that.
Second semester.
Second semester, yes. And also interact with seniors and teachers. So seniors and teachers will help you a lot. They will tell you a lot of things, their personal experience, their mistakes they did, and they learned during that. So that you don't make those mistakes. So it's very important to interact with everyone. And also, if you're in good terms with teacher, that will always gonna help you. And with seniors, it will help you increase your connections. So afterwards, it will be grateful for you to create teams for various competitions or even get internships through connections, all those things. Then moving on to year 2, then you need to start preparing with data structures and algorithms. See, data structures and algorithms, these are actually more went into CSE IT specific or placement specific things. But in the second year, you need to start learning about data structures and algorithm, because basic programming and data structures and algorithm are the main things which are going to be the part of your placements, the main thing. And you are doing engineering, it's expected of you to learn all these things. You would also get data structures and algorithm as your subjects in around second and third year. You would have initially data structures, then algorithm. And it's always better to start early so that you can explore a lot of things. Some people might get interested to go into competitive programming in the second year. So if you have knowledge of programming and data structures, you can start it right away. Other than that, master over one basic language with DSA. So throughout the fourth year, if you are into coding, you should, or if you're not, even if you're not into coding, I would suggest to have good knowledge of any one language, whether it be C++, Python, Java, any one language, you should know about that. And also start exploring different fields. So we have a lot of fields, like except like coding is one thing. Other than that, people get into either web development, mobile development, machine learning, deep learning, robotics. Some go into UI, UX designing, and there are a lot of other domains as well. And to help explore all these different fields, join societies, because different societies work in different domains. So that's going to help you attend as many webinars and sessions you can, so you get to know that in what particular domain you have interest in. Because once it's clear that in what domain you have interest, then in third year you can start working on that. You can start learning about all the technologies, all the things which are required to work in that domain. Then you could also start with the higher level coding. You have to do internships in third year. You need to start applying into internships. You have to also work on personal projects. We have to create a profile. We have to create a resume at the end of the fourth year. We need to have a strong resume. For that, good knowledge of any programming language, good knowledge of data structure algorithm, good knowledge of any one specific domain you have to go with. And the last thing is working on personal projects. Everybody should have at the end of a 4 year at least one or two personal good level projects. And although you would be working on projects through college as well, through many minor major, but also work on personal projects, because that will help you gain experience, that will help you gain an edge when you are applying for internships and when you are applying for placements. All those things are going to help. Then interact with mentor and guides. So basically when you are in third year, many guides, many teachers from a college as well, they will help you in projects or writing research papers, because the teachers, they continuously do some personal projects. And if you are in good contact with teachers, they will take you in. For the example, Srishti recently worked on a book. Like she can share her experience, like she worked with the teachers from the college on that. And then moving on to the final year is all about revising. You cannot start learning new things at the end, because at that time, at the very starting of the fourth year, placements starts from college. In the third year, you are done with internships, you are done with learning, you are done with personal projects. In the fourth year, you have to start with the placements, or if you want to go for higher education, now is the time to start revising everything. Now, DSA, data structures and algorithm, quite an important part. Basic programming language, quite important. Like if I tell you, like right now the placements are going on, and the only thing they ask for is good knowledge of data structures algorithm and a proficiency in any one of the programming languages, be it C++, be it Java, or be it Python. Then you have to also prepare for aptitude. Like aptitude is also important part. Aptitude and English, if you're going for the future studies examination, then also it's asked. And if you're even going for placement, then also aptitude is quite important. And at the final year, you could also work on your specific domain, start working on a project, or maybe enhance your earlier project. So that gives you an edge during interviews. That gives you an edge, that helps you create your profile. Even for if you're going for GRE or something, you do need a better profile for that. So that's all going to help you. That's the basic plan or the basic layout we have created according to our experiences and mistakes. It would be better for you if you follow these and be in contact with the seniors and the mentors from the very start. If
Also
you want
to
to
give
add
you a
anything to
basic,
it.
yeah, sure. So just to give you a basic succinct, the first year you have to explore, मतलब तुम्हें explore करना है, but also at the same time तुम्हें सही चीजों को explore करना है, ऐसे नहीं कि तुम मतलब पूरा time waste कर दिया first year में and you were not even able to know कि तुम्हें क्या करना था. So first year is all about explore and तुम मतलब जितना explore कर सकते करो. In the second year also जो subjects हमने बताए हैं like data structures, web development, these subjects also will be helping in academics because तुम्हारा ये subjects तुम्हारे courses में आएंगे. For CSC and IT data structure third semester में होता है and EC और ट्रिपल ई में भी web development और ये सब चीजें last semester में होती हैं. मतलब last year में although you will be having this option कि तुम मतलब इन subjects को लेना चाहते हो या नहीं, but they will be helping a lot. तो अभी तुम्हें इतना वो सोचने की जरूरत नहीं कि क्या क्या प्रिपेयर करना होगा क्या नहीं करना होगा. वन थिंग इज अगर तुम फर्स्ट ईयर में तुम थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर कर लेते हो, सेकेंड ईयर में यू नो कि तुम्हें थोड़ा डेवलपमेंट साइड में कि व्हाट आर द थिंग्स यू वांट टू डेवलप. तो सेकेंड ईयर में अगर तुमने डेवलप को कर लिया तो थर्ड ईयर में तुम उनको अप्लाई कर लो थ्रू इंटर्नशिप्स और ट्रेनिंग. और अगर इफ यू हैव ऑलरेडी अप्लाइड इन थर्ड ईयर, तुमने कहीं कहीं चीजों पे प्रोजेक्ट्स में ट्रेनिंग में और इंटर्नशिप में अप्लाई कर लिया है, तो इसका मतलब फोर्थ ईयर तक तुम्हारे पास एक्सपीरियंस आ जाएगा. And that experience you can showcase in your placements or in your resume for further studies. So this is how it works. So मतलब मुझे लग रहा है कि सबको समझ में आ गया होगा कि सेकेंड ईयर तक मतलब तुम एक बार पता चल जाए कि डेवलपमेंट में क्या करना है, थर्ड ईयर में थोड़ा उसको अप्लाई कर लो इंटर्नशिप एंड ट्रेनिंग में, और फोर्थ ईयर में दिस इज टाइम टू शोकेस एवरीथिंग. सो दैट इज हाउ इट वर्क्स.
Okay, so that
Amazing.
was all about what you need to know about the next 4 years. Then moving on, थोड़ा सा हटते हैं इन सब चीजों से and let's talk about societies. So जब आप लोगों का the very first 2-3 days you attended orientation, many of the societies gave introduction about themselves, that what they do, and they told you to join them. They also started floating out forms for everyone to join. Now, what are these societies? What are the perks of joining the societies? Why do you actually need to join societies, or it's just something? So in colleges, यहाँ पे कुछ extra curricular तो होगा नहीं. देखो, कॉलेज में तो पढ़ाई हो जाएगी, ठीक है. एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर या फिर sort of अपना self development के लिए we have societies which are in technical domain as well as non-technical domain. Technical domain societies are more focused on working on specific domains, either go with machine learning or help you with web development. They do sessions and webinars based on that. And for non-technical, for example, we at Minerva, what we do, we have sessions which are more focused on helping you build up your entrepreneurial skills, to learn more about, okay, public speaking, all those things. So that's why we are called as a non-technical society. Other than that, we have other societies for, I think, dance, and some societies for acting, all those things. And giving over to Srishti to talk more about the societies.
Yeah, sure, Prachi. So, like basically, societies, as you have heard in the induction program as well, every society pitched in what all they what all they do, what all they prefer. So, overall, societies are divided into two domains: technical and non-technical. So, in my personal experiences, I didn't join any society in the first 2 years because I was scared कि भाई क्या होगा, सीनियर्स रैगिंग तो नहीं ले लेंगे और सब कुछ. ट्रू ओपिनियन, like actual true opinion है. But yeah, when I came, I explored CSI. I went through, I guess, Google Society as well. So what these societies do, basically our college में what happens is they teach you everything as a subject. C सिखा रहे हैं as a subject सिखा रहे हैं, C++ सिखा रहे हैं as a subject सिखा रहे हैं. So it's not possible to like know the whole domain in such a short tenure or in such a short curriculum. So what societies in terms of technical societies does is these societies basically help you enhance your skills. Like if you are interested in Python, there are workshops that CSC organizes basically on all over Python, that within a 1 month or a 2-month tenure, it teaches you complete Python from basic till advanced. So in that terms, technical societies help you participate in hackathons, participate in coding quizzes, coding competitions, enhance your skills over competitive coding programming. Like कुछ लोगों को it's like कि मुझे coding में जाना है, I want to become a software developer, I want to pursue my complete career in coding sector. So these societies help you brush up on your skills. Prepare yourself for the next coming whatever you want to do after your placements and all. And in terms of non-technical societies, what non-tech societies does is it basically help you follow your passion or your hobby that you have. Some have singing, so like it provides you a platform where Agaz is a singing society, so it provides you a platform where you can enhance your singing skills. You can like come out of college and have some like soft skills as well as in you. So some interpersonal skills can be developed, some soft skills. I guess there is a okay. ACM is also society, and basically ACM is also a non-tech society. So okay, so
I
like
also want to, yeah.
yeah,
I
sure.
also want to,
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, I can talk through my experience and also the people I have seen in my journey. So only 3 things help you when you are joining in society. One thing is learning, second thing is leadership qualities, and third thing is opportunities. And that's how we sum up everything. So first thing is learning. So even अगर तुम कोई tech society join कर रहे हो या फिर तुम कोई non tech society join कर रहे हो, make sure कि तुम एक बार देख लो कि I know कि यहाँ पे कोई अमेरिकन सोसाइटी है, कोई गूगल की सोसाइटी है, but make sure you went through कि whatever they are actually promising, even they are doing it or not. So क्योंकि बात करने से नहीं होगा, you have to see कि वो how they are helping, maybe see their past experiences, maybe see कि उन्होंने कौन-कौन से past events करे हैं. So this is one thing. So I can talk through my experience in my society like IIT Minerva. So मतलब तुम हमारे मतलब past events भी देख सकते हो कि how we actually conducted everything और हमने कौन-कौन से events को touch किया था. One more point, as Shrishti mentioned, तुम एक वर्कशॉप से कुछ नहीं सीखने वाले कि तुम एक वर्कशॉप में आए और तुम एक वर्कशॉप में सब कुछ सीख गए. It's not gonna help you anyway. जो चीजें हेल्प करती हैं वो कि एक एनवायरनमेंट बिल्ड होता है कि यू नो हाउ टू यू हैव सम पीपल जो सेम चीज पर काम कर रहे होंगे. ऑल्सो देयर विल बी सम मेंटर्स और सीनियर्स हु विल बी हेल्पिंग यू. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वन पॉइंट. मेक श्योर कि तुम सीनियर्स को देख रहे हो कि तुम्हारी किसके साथ वाइब ज्यादा सही जा रही है. ऑल्सो हैव दे डन समथिंग इन देयर एक्सपीरियंस कि मतलब उन्होंने पास में कुछ किया है सिमिलर या नहीं. सेकेंड थिंग व्हाट आई टॉक्ड अबाउट इज लीडरशिप क्वालिटी. ऑल्दो काफी नॉन टेक सोसाइटीज लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज को टच करती हैं, बट इवन दो यू आर इन नॉन टेक और योर टेक, लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज हैव टू बी देयर. क्योंकि तुम कोई प्लेसमेंट की तैयारी कर रहे हो, या फिर तुम अपना रिज्यूमे बिल्डअप कर रहे हो, या फिर तुम आके अब्रॉड जा रहे हो, मतलब कोई भी मास्टर्स करने के लिए जा रहे हो. लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज इज समथिंग एवरीवन इज गोना आस्क यू. और हाउ you will be actually having all those things, not just through like technical societies or non-technical societies. मतलब तुम देखोगे हमारी सोसाइटीज में, आई टच द सेम थिंग इवन ड्यूरिंग द ओरिएंटेशन. हमारी सोसाइटीज के अराउंड लाइक almost like so many people are in the 6 or 7 societies जो उन सोसाइटी के प्रेसिडेंट, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट और मतलब सेक्रेटरीज हैं. सो यू कैन सी कि मतलब वी आर नॉट जस्ट प्रॉमिसिंग, वी आर मेकिंग श्योर कि तुम्हारे अंदर का जो लीडर है दैट इज कमिंग आउट. एंड इट्स नॉट गोना हेल्प यू इन प्रोफेशनल बट ऑल्सो इट विल बी हेल्पिंग इन योर पर्सनल वर्ल्ड कि तुम्हें थोड़ा मदद मिलेगी. Third thing is opportunities. You have the right skill set, you have the leadership qualities, you have the learning, but you don't have the opportunities. तो अगर तुम्हारे पास opportunities ही नहीं है, you don't have the right to actually apply all those things. So make sure तुम्हारे पास कोई path है जहाँ पे लोग तुम्हें मतलब provide कर रहे हैं. जैसे आज के सेशन के बारे में मैं बता दूं, like Eduminerva actually came up with this idea to provide you all the information. Just imagine you don't have any information in your first year, और सेकेंड ईयर थर्ड ईयर में तुम्हें सब पता चल रहा है, तो यू आर ऑलरेडी एक्चुअली बैक फ्रॉम लाइक 1 year. सो मेक श्योर कि तुम्हें अपॉर्चुनिटीज के बारे में भी पता चल रहा है जहाँ पे तुम सारी स्किल सेट अप्लाई कर सको. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो आई थिंक 3 थिंग्स है, यही तुम्हें टच करना है, इन्हीं को मतलब देख लेना ठीक से.
Yes. So the basic perks of joining any society is connections. You would be in touch with seniors. You would be in touch with a lot of people through which you can always learn and know more about things. So all these societies, they're actually they help you about knowing a lot of things that's going on either in technical domains or non-technical domains. Societies do, for example, if you go with EDC, they are the only society I think in a college that is doing sessions for trading and cryptocurrency. All those things they do cover. Then there is Enactors. You must have heard about Enactors, and we also have TEDx BVC. So all those things that each society they do a different thing which could help you in one way or other. The thing is you cannot go in all the societies and be a part of it. That's not possible. You have to go that in what domain you have interest. But in the first year, since we do have time, I would suggest to explore all your interest. And it's not on just that you join a society group and that's it. So now to develop your skills, you have to work on yourself. Then when you're in second or third year, maybe go for the like the team, to be the team member, to be the president or the vice president of the societies, to work with the societies. Now just only joining, that's not gonna help. If you want to work on yourself from the very first year, start making contacts and be prepared, or start working on your personal skills from the starting only, I would say. Then talking more about us, Eduminerva, we were founded in around 2019 and we are a Society of Bharati Vidyapeeth College of Engineering. And we help with providing opportunities to the students to explore different career fields. So we do have various sessions which helps people to explore different domains and to also work on co-curricular activities by organizing various webinars and workshops. Our main thing about Eduminerva is that we are a society by the students for the students. So we only think about how can we help our juniors, how can we help ourselves to learn more about, to work more on our personal skills. So why to join us? We regularly do workshops such as for resume writing, research paper, or profile building. So that can help you build up your personal skills and improve your soft skills. If you even join our teams, we do give our team members the opportunity to talk in various sessions, which really helps them with their skills, with the speaking skills, and boosts their confidence. Other than that, we also help in providing mentorship from seniors, and also we have people in working in different domains in our team. From fourth year, like somebody, we have someone working in designing, someone working with machine learning. So always those seniors can help you with these things. We also do give regular updates on competitions and trainings. So like most of the seniors, they do know about when some training is going on, or so when some competition is going on. So we do share it with the team so that everybody can join and take part in that. Other than that, we also help with resources and guidance for GRE, GMAT, all the papers. We also help you with that. We have conducted sessions in the past for GRE, GMAT, which have helped a lot of people to learn more about these papers. And finally, we also do organize cool and fun festival themed parties as well as surprise parties, because we cannot just go on for a year learning and studying. We should also have a fun. So that's also the perk of joining us, that we do have fun as well. We are not just strictly that okay, learning, not that. We also do a lot of fun, because other than that, classes में तो नहीं होगा fun तुम्हारा. Fun you would get through societies and these connections only. Talking more about funds, we do have some fests in our particular college. We have a sports meet, although due to the online mode it was not possible last year. But yes, there is a sports meet. There is one technical fest known as BWest, and also some hackathons are organized. The EvoTech and Hack at the Red BVP. So hackathons are basically competitions in which people create stuff using different domains. They are trying to solve a solution to create something. And we have I think around four, we had around four these hackathons in the past. We are having from last 4 years, so everybody can participate. And we also have Anuguns, which is the IPU's cultural fest. That is also quite fun. And yeah, that's it. So we're almost done with everything from our side, which we thought was important to tell you in your first year. If you guys have any questions, you can switch on your mics and ask us.
There are
I
a
think
lot of
they were,
questions, Prachi.
yeah, in the chat box.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
just read it out. Yeah.
Okay, just let me give a second. I'll read it out.
Yeah, I'll just read it out. Maybe we three can answer as per the convenience.
Okay.
So
The first question is how to
Mhm.
join NSS. Okay, so I
Okay.
think you have to contact the teachers, that because second year mein to it's mandatory for everyone to do NSS, but in the first year you have to contact the teachers, that how you can, or maybe Vaibhav will tell you more about that, because he started.
Sorry, yeah. So for NSS, there are two things. Firstly, जो लोग क्लास के CR होते हैं, as I said before, कि क्लास के CRs को काफी फायदा हो जाता है NSS में, क्योंकि they will be added into the personal group और उनको सारी information पहले ही मिल जाती है. तो if you are a CR और मतलब तुम चाहते हो CR बनना, तो only in second year this will be helping you. Second thing is, even if you are not CR और मतलब ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, तो you can also join the NSS society. NSS की एक ऐप भी होती है और NSS की वेबसाइट भी है. You can see the openings there, but it is very well advised अगर तुम टीचर के साथ personally contact करते हो. Ravi sir and Anil sir दोनों they will be helping you. And I think we also have the heads जो अभी फिलहाल heads हैं, तो that we can share in the group itself. थर्ड थिंग इज NSS के लिए अगर तुम्हें ज्वाइन करना है अभी से ही और तुम्हारे टीचर से कांटेक्ट नहीं हो पा रहा है, तुम बच्चों से कांटेक्ट कर रहे हो, दे विल बी मेकिंग श्योर कि तुम अपना अभी से काम स्टार्ट कर दो. अगर तुम मतलब अभी ज्वाइन कर लेते हो स्ट्रिक्टली अवे, तो उसका तुम्हें सर्टिफिकेट्स और सब कुछ भी मिलता है. सो आई थिंक हम ग्रुप पे बता देंगे नंबर वगैरह के लिए. तो और सेकेंड थिंग इज अगर तुम टीचर से कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो डायरेक्ट रवि सर एंड अनिल सर से.
Yes. Moving on, should we have to make a practical file? Yes, Shivani, you have to make practical files. It's quite mandatory, even if you're in fourth year. Even if you are in your internships and not attending colleges, yes, you have to make practical files, because they constitute of around 40 marks, internal marks for your labs. And वो handwritten होते हैं, उस पे भी कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि वो तो बनानी ही पड़ेंगी तुम्हें files. तो yes, it's important. And कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स की बनानी है, बिकॉज somebody have asked for physics, chemistry, maths, तो वो तुम्हारे टीचर्स they will tell you कि कौन से लैब की फाइल कैसे बनानी है. They will help you with that. But make sure that you are writing your practicals. आप starting से कर रहे हो, क्योंकि at the end आपको ये करना ही पड़ेगा काम. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप बच सकते हो practical से.
Also, to help you with practical files, we also have some manuals. और तुम जैसे प्राची ने स्टार्टिंग में बताया था फर्स्ट ईयर की फाइल्स के लिए तुम नोट्स पे जा सकते हो, वहाँ पे सारी सब्जेक्ट्स की तुम्हें मैनुअल्स मिल जाएंगी और वहाँ से भी डायरेक्टली यू कैन एक्चुअली राइट योर प्रैक्टिकल्स. इसके अलावा भी नहीं होता है तो वहाँ प्रैक्टिकल फाइल्स भी डायरेक्ट तुम्हें मिल जाएंगी सारी नोट्स सब पे. सो यू कैन टेक अ हेल्प. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि कॉपी पेस्ट कर दो बिल्कुल ही, बट तुम हेल्प ले सकते हो वहाँ से.
Yes, Notes app is actually quite helpful. वहाँ पे notes, files, everything would be there. Previous year question papers. Do check out Notes app, and it's really helpful. Next question we have: what kind of skills we can develop to grab any internship? That's question by Tushar. Tushar, you could have any skills. So internships are not specific to any domain or any skills. Internships are for learning those skills, but it's always good to have, and it depends on your interest. That whatever domain you have interest in, you can search for internships in that domain. इंटर्नशिप तो क्योंकि हर डोमेन में होती है, चाहे वो टेक्निकल हो नॉन टेक्निकल हो, हर जगह इंटर्नशिप्स होती हैं. So that totally depends on you, what skills you have. तो उसके according you will search what internships you want to go for.
Also, this is one misconception I want to actually take this stand कि तुम्हें मतलब इंटर्नशिप करने के लिए स्किल्स पहले से ही आनी चाहिए. ऐसा कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. There are so many startups. तुम्हें अगर बेसिक नॉलेज है तो तुम थ्रू आउट योर मतलब तुम इंटर्नशिप ट्रेनिंग के टाइम भी यू कैन लर्न अ लॉट और तुम उसके थ्रू भी तुम प्रोजेक्ट्स बना सकते हो. सो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि तुम्हें पहले से ही बहुत एक अच्छा सा डेवलपर बनना पड़ेगा डेवलपर की मतलब इंटर्नशिप के लिए. इफ यू हैव द बेसिक स्किल्स तुम्हें काफी सारे स्टार्टअप्स हैं जहाँ पे तुम्हें मतलब अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिल जाएंगी. And if you're not able to find out, we are here for you. We will be also giving you like some opportunities, ideas. तो तुम वहाँ भी apply कर सकते हो.
Yes, internships are basically more for learning. It's not really necessary कि आपको बहुत कुछ उसमें आना चाहिए. अगर बहुत कुछ आता होता तो आप डायरेक्ट जॉब नहीं ले लेते. फिर आप इंटर्नशिप क्यों कर रहे हैं? You should have a little bit basic knowledge कि अगर आप वेब डेवलपमेंट इंटर्नशिप के लिए जा रहे हो और आपको पता ही नहीं कि वेब डेवलपमेंट होता क्या है, तो वो नहीं होना चाहिए. Basic knowledge should be there. And next question is, do we need to have any kind of certification to show that skills we have developed? See, our projects, our work, these are the best certificates. Other than that, what happens is certificates are important, kind of. It's a little dicey topic to say. क्योंकि it depends on what kind of certification you have. मतलब आप एक कोर्स यूडेमी से करके उसका सर्टिफिकेट लगा दो और आप सोचो कि अच्छा ये तो मुझे तो जॉब सारी मिल जाएंगी, तो ऐसा नहीं होने वाला. सर्टिफिकेशन डिपेंड करता है. लाइक इफ यू आर डूइंग सम गुड इंटर्नशिप, वहां पे आपको सर्टिफिकेट मिलता है. इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर अ कोर्स ऑन coursera या EDX वाले कोर्सेज जिनमें आप एग्जामिनेशन प्रॉपर दे के लेते हो, तो वो सर्टिफिकेट्स फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत मैटर करता है. बट इफ यू हैव स्किल्स, आपने काम करा, आप दिखा सकते हो, किसी को बता सकते हो अपने स्किल्स थ्रू अ पर्सनल प्रोजेक्ट, या फिर नॉर्मली आप बता सकते हो, तो दैट्स द बिगेस्ट एग्जाम्पल, दैट्स द बेस्ट वे टू शो कि आपको आती है ये चीज. सर्टिफिकेट तो मतलब मैं सब कुछ बिना अटेंड करे टिक करके मैं बस एक सर्टिफिकेट नकली सा बना के दे दूं, तो वो दैट्स नॉट अ टेस्टिमोनियल कि हाँ मुझे आता है. तो सर्टिफिकेट्स मतलब ऐसा व्हाट हैपेंस इन फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड ईयर, पीपल गो बिहाइंड कि हम सेशन भी अटेंड करें तो हमें सर्टिफिकेट दे दो, तो वो सर्टिफिकेट कोई काम के नहीं होते हैं. पॉइंट इज, next is, how can Eduminova help us to improve our skills like communication skills and some technical skills as well? Okay, that's a good question. So personal experience, I joined Eduminova in around second year. Today I'm like speaking to around 50-60 people in a meeting. I have that much confidence. नहीं था पहले. And totally Eduminovas team helped me to reach here. कैसे I got the opportunity to started speaking. पहले एक दो session नहीं भी हुए अच्छे, but yeah, there are seniors who are going to always help you. And other than that, we do conduct sessions from industry experts or some other experts who come and tell you a lot of things. Even for communication skills or even for technical skills, we do have a lot of sessions. You can also check out our past sessions. We did a lot of those things, so that's how it can help. But the last thing is you have to work upon yourself. हम सेशन ही करवा सकते हैं, और अगर तुम कहो कि सर मैंने एक सेशन अटेंड कर लिया और अब मैं एक्सपर्ट हो गया, तो that's not possible.
Also, I want to say one thing here. Just Eduminova, how they will be helping you, because even when you will be joining different societies, they will be taking your group discussions and your interviews. But no one is actually talking about these skills. So just a second. I think. Okay, so Amya, I think you can mute yourself. Okay, so as I was saying, ki when you will be joining different societies, they will be also taking your group discussion and interviews. But वहाँ पे कोई ये skill set की बात नहीं कर रहा है, how you will be actually achieving those, right? And as Prachi mentioned कि हम sessions कराएंगे, but also we will be making sure कि तुम मतलब खुद anchoring कर रहे हो या फिर तुम खुद sessions में directly लोगों के सामने बोल रहे हो. I know personally जो last year जिन team members थे, they were not even able to actually open up right away, but अब आज तुम एक ईयर का डिफरेंस देख सकते हो. We have people जिन्हों मतलब जो अभी मे बी कंटेंट में नहीं लिख पा रहे थे, और we had people जो मतलब लॉजिस्टिक का काम जिनको नहीं आता था, और we were able to help them. So you will see all the differences in 6 months. मतलब तुम पूरा ही सब कुछ देख लोगे कितना तुम्हारी मतलब पर्सनैलिटी डेवलप हुई है. इसको एक सर्टिफिकेशन से और ऐड कर रहा हूँ कि ऐसे जैसे बोल रहे हैं कि सर्टिफिकेट्स मिल जाएंगे, हमारी सोसाइटी के अंदर भी यू विल बी गेटिंग सर्टिफिकेट्स, बट इट इज ऑफ नो यूज अगर तुमने वो सीखा नहीं है. तो अगर तुमने डिफरेंट सोसाइटीज के सर्टिफिकेट्स ले लिए हैं, उसका फायदा नहीं होने वाला. फायदा सिर्फ होगा कि इफ यू आर वर्किंग इन टेक्निकल डिपार्टमेंट, लेट्स से इन एडुमिनेवा, और तुमने लिटरली काम किया है वेब डेवलपमेंट पे, सो यू विल बी गेटिंग द चांस टू हैव सर्टिफिकेट्स फ्रॉम हियर आल्सो, बट मेक श्योर कि तुम लर्निंग कर रहे हो. Right.
Next question is from which language should I start coding? Personal suggestion, go with C or C++ क्योंकि वो starting में college में भी आएगा, and that's the basic जो कि आपको आना ही चाहिए at the end, कि ना थोड़ी बहुत knowledge about C, C++ होना चाहिए. तो I would suggest go with that. That's the best way to start to get into coding. Next question is, actually, I am in second year. I don't know any programming language till now, and I don't know how to start or manage my time to learn C or for my classes. Okay, so देखो time management, that totally depends on you. You have to make your timetable. You have to go through it. It's not that difficult because अभी आप second year में ही हो, तो अभी ऐसे कोई pressure नहीं. अभी भी अगर if you start right now, अभी late नहीं हुआ है, अभी बहुत time है. Like fourth year तक आपको एकदम अच्छा होना है उस चीज में, तो अभी लेट नहीं हो. आप ऐसा मत सोचो कि मैं सेकेंड ईयर में हूँ, मुझे कोई प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज नहीं आती. कोई बात नहीं, सीखना शुरू करो. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि एक ही महीने में सब सीख दो यार. दिन में 15-20 मिनट्स तो दे ही सकते होगे. इतना टाइम तो मैनेज तो करना ही पड़ेगा. एंड इसके अलावा आई थिंक क्लासेस यू हैव टू अटेंड, वो थोड़ा सा हेक्टिक हो जाता है स्टार्टिंग में, बिकॉज एडमिशंस लेट हुए हैं, सब कुछ लेट स्टार्ट हुआ है, तो थोड़ी क्लासेस ज्यादा होंगी. बट देखो इतना तो मैनेज अब करना ही पड़ेगा, इस चीज से तो बच नहीं सकते.
Also,
Next
key
question
point to
is-
mention here, right? कि different resources से मतलब ये मत करना कि सब जगह से कर लूं. Just select one point और उससे stick रहना at the end, उसको complete करना पूरी तरीके से, because ये लोग काफी करते हैं. Different website पे जाएंगे, different एक ही उसके लिए प्रोग्राम के लिए, तो वो मत करना.
हाँ, if you are starting with C, ऐसे बना के रखो कि okay, I will follow this course, and उसे complete करना है. ऐसा नहीं है कि 2 दिन करा और छोड़ दिया, तो फिर देखो तुम्हारा भी लॉस अगर नहीं भी करोगे तो.
Right.
Next question is, how important is college CGPA? College CGPA is important. मतलब if you maintain a like around 7.5 से ऊपर, 7.58, 8.5, उसमें उतनी ज्यादा मेहनत भी नहीं लगती है, आराम से आ जाती है, ऐसी कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. थोड़ी मेहनत लगती है, बट हाँ इतनी रखनी चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि प्लेसमेंट्स में CGPA इट मैटर्स. आगे जाके बाद में जाके कोई नहीं पूछने वाला, पर प्लेसमेंट्स में वो लोग तुम्हें बैठने ही नहीं देंगे अगर तुम्हारी CGPA नहीं होगी. तो आई थिंक अराउंड 7 से नीचे तो नहीं होनी चाहिए. It's better if it's 7.5, 8 above that, around that range.
Also, if you want to pursue masters abroad के लिए या फिर तुम MTech के लिए भी, not specifically मतलब MTech के लिए, but GRE वगैरह के लिए तुम्हारी CGPA काफी अच्छी होनी चाहिए. तो if you are that person कि जिसको प्रिपेयर करना है, और even तुम अभी श्योर नहीं हो, तो मेक श्योर कि तुम स्टार्टिंग से मतलब अपनी CGPA मेंटेन कर लो.
Next question is, what is ACM for? I think you must have attended the orientation. उनमें उन लोगों ने बताया होगा. नहीं तो do join their groups and उनसे पूछो कि भाई क्या करते हो तुम लोग, वही बताएंगे better. Because उनकी society है ACM वाले, they will help you more कि exactly वो लोग क्या करते हैं, and they can explain it better. So I think group links तो हैं. We can share you the group links. You can join the society's group and learn more about them वहीं से. Next question is, I am from EC branch, so how do I go through my 4 years so that I can crack IT job placements? See, we have mentioned a 4-year plan. ये बहुत बेसिक सा प्लान है, इसको फॉलो करें, बहुत आराम से लग जाएगी, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होने वाली. I am outside Delhi candidate. How can I get books for first year? देखो बुक्स इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं होते, पता है. अगर तुम सिलेबस देखो और उसके बाद आकाश ले लो, ऑनलाइन नोट्स होते हैं, ऑनलाइन बुक्स भी मिल जाती हैं, पीडीएफ डाउनलोड हो जाते हैं, तो परेशान मत हो कि अभी बुक्स नहीं मिल रही हैं. जाके ले सकते हो तो ठीक है, चले जाओ. नहीं तो ऑनेस्टली मैंने तो फर्स्ट ईयर में पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस बुक से पढ़ा ही नहीं. टीचर के नोट्स होते हैं, नोट्स सबसे नोट्स होते हैं, यूट्यूब पे चले जाओ. तो अगर बुक्स नहीं भी है, यू कैन मैनेज इट विदाउट बुक्स एज वेल. डाउनलोड नोट्स, और अगर ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है तो यार आस्क एनी ऑफ योर फ्रेंड टू शेयर द फोटोज. सिंपल.
और
डू
तो मतलब तुम बुक
सेकंड.
बैंक और लाइब्रेरी से भी तुम मतलब ले सकते हो, मतलब जस्ट
Next
सेइंग
point
अगर
is
तुम्हें.
she's outside, he's outside Delhi candidate. That's what he's saying. Yeah, outside Delhi है तो
ओके
कैसे access करो. So online,
ओके
yeah, plenty of resources are there. Plenty of resources you can go. Do second year students also need to take part in NSS? Yes, it's mandatory. वो आपका भैया credit number लगते हैं NSS के. That's what we
100
said.
marks.
Yes,
100
100
marks.
marks are there for NSS. It's mandatory to do. And अगर आप पूरे 240 hours कर लोगे तो पूरे 100 भी लग जाते हैं. So yes. Which exam is for which course? Please give a brief. Are you talking about these exams? Akshat, can you reply? Are you talking about these exams? So if yes, देखो, GATE is for MTech, and if you want to go for PSUs, then it's GATE. For CAT is for mostly MBA, and GRE is for management courses. But if you want to go outside India, similarly
It's a
GMAT. If you
MS.
want to go for MTech, I guess GMAT.
No,
No,
no, it's
GMAT.
opposite.
Opposite. Yes, GRE is for MTech. Sorry, MS, and
Right.
GMAT if you want to go abroad for management courses. IELTS is an exam for English proficiency that you can get admission into various colleges through IELTS scores as well.
Yeah.
How to join society? I'm in second year. It's very easy. Join just a WhatsApp groups, and people would be floating out forms real soon. You can simply fill up the form and you would be able to join the society. Please
Also,
take.
even for our even for our society, we will be floating the form very soon. WhatsApp group पे भी, so you can fill that form if you want to join our society.
Yes. Please tell how to take part in NSS or any society. Please also explain about NSS, why to take part. See, NSS is the part of the curriculum. That's why it's mandatory to join, Nargis. कि आपके नंबर लगने वाले हैं 100 NSS के. If you are devoting like around 240 hours, तो पूरे 100 numbers. So that's why it's important. And NSS is just social service. थोड़ी बहुत activities करनी होती हैं. Teachers जो NSS heads हैं, they would be helping you with that. कि क्या करना है वो बता देंगे सब. Because they also want that everybody get full marks in NSS, so they will help you with that. How are internships and placement at a college? यार अब BVP में हूँ, placements अच्छे हैं, ऐसी बात नहीं, बुरे हैं, but obviously don't expect कि IIT जैसे हैं, because it's a tier 3 college after all. तो it's good. अगर आप अच्छा कर रहे हो तो आपकी लग जाएगी, नहीं कर रहे हो तो फिर कहीं भी अच्छी नहीं. अगर IIT में जाके भी आप काम नहीं कर रहे, पढ़ नहीं रहे, तो फिर कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Okay, I think we are done with doubts. There are no more doubts. I think we can go ahead with the quiz. If you guys have any more doubts, you can still ask on our WhatsApp group, or you can still text on the chat box. Otherwise, Ria, you can share the link on the chat for the quiz.
Also, I saw some questions which were not answered. So, guys, मतलब अभी we are running short on time, so make sure कि तुम सारे questions वहाँ पे WhatsApp group पे डाल दो. So we will be answering everything. So don't worry about that.
Yes, if any question is left, you can contact us personally, or you can either ask on the WhatsApp group. We are the admins of the freshers group. You can see our name, myself, Prachi, and it's Vaibhav. You can text any of us, and we will help you with the questions. I think everyone can access the link in the meeting for the quiz now.
Guys, so we request you to join in with your original names because we'll be keeping a track of the by which name you have joined, and the prizes distributions will already all be done by then. So yeah, Ria, can we have that dashboard on our screen, please, for the quiz? So I request everyone to like just quickly join over the link that Ria has shared in the chat box.
It's not working for me. I cannot click on it. It's not working.
Just a minute. Yeah, I guess Ria, you can also share the code. Just go to the Quizy platform on your like system, and we'll be sharing the code in the chat box. You can like append that. It is written here. I'll just put it. Yeah, Siddhant, you can see the chat box. I have shared a code. You can enter the code and join.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, great. All the best, guys. Let's see who knows best about VUCA. I guess most of them are done. And yes, those who are from the team, guys, तुम्हें कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, freshers को ही मिलेगा. Okay, Aditya?
Also, Rupanshi.
Aditya is saying in the chat that he is second, so he's very happy.
Oh, he is from the team.
Yeah, he's from our team.
Okay.
Also, Rupanshi.
It means
Yeah,
I got
Rupanshi
third
also.
rank. Okay.
And also,
Then I
I
got
can see
second.
Chirag as well.
Chirag as well. Yeah, Chirag as well is from the team. Yash is from the team. He's still playing.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, meanwhile, how many are done? I guess I can't see. Like, okay, 4 are still remaining. So yeah, let's just move on. Come on, guys, jaldi jaldi karo. Yeah, can you slide a bit down so that we can see who all are there? Because Yash is from the team. Any fresher who isn't done? Yeah. Yeah, this is Chirag is from. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the quiz session as well. So I guess we are done. Because Yash is from the team and Larisha is from the team. Yeah. So yeah. So I guess we have Akshat here. Akshat, can you unmute?
Yes, Didi.
Yeah, so Akshat is the first position holder. Congratulations, Akshat. Second is Siddhant. Yeah, I can see Siddhant. Okay. Congratulations, Siddhant. Then
Thank
is
you, Di.
Udit. Then is Udit, the third position. And then, okay. So before I declare more of them, let's declare what are the price distributions that we have. So as we know that it isn't with collaboration with Coding Ninjas. So Coding Ninjas has decided to provide you some Amazon vouchers, which will be shared not to the first performer, not to the second, but all the 10 performers of this quiz. So you'll be receiving Amazon vouchers from Coding Ninjas. So we'll request you to just share in the feedback form that we'll be sharing in a short while, so that we can get all of your information, and then we'll be sharing your prizes via your email. I hope everyone is happy with it. Okay. Yeah, so the feedback form is shared in the chat box. You can just fill in the feedback as well. Other students can also fill in the feedback form, because will let us know that how was the session, was it informative for you, and if you have any queries or like ask, then you can post it in the chat box. We are still open for another 5 to 6 minutes. And rest, you can join our WhatsApp groups, follow our social media handles, so that we can move forward and we can also answer all your queries over our social media handles. Also, there is an important notice. We have also shared an EduMinerva study selection link, as you were asking that how to join the societies and how to proceed further. For EduMinerva, you can just fill in the form that is provided in the chat section, so that you can join EduMinerva Society. So yeah, thanks guys. It was wonderful meeting you all. Loved it. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, any queries, they can share in.
Didi.
Yeah.
Yes, we would be floating out the forms in the WhatsApp groups as well for the team selection. You could also fill it there. But do fill the feedback forms right now so that we could know how the session went for you.
Especially
And
the
you-
ones those who have played the game, so that we
Yes.
can get the top 10 performers their prizes.
And you
Didi
can join
code.
our WhatsApp group and follow us on social media handles, check out our past sessions and everything so you could get to know more about us.
Yeah, I guess Siddhant was asking something. Yeah, please go ahead, Siddhant.
No, Didi, I was not asking.
So maybe it's someone else. So yeah,
To ask something.
sorry.
If anyone's speaking, you're not audible.
I write in the chat box.
Yeah,
Am I
sure.
audible right?
Yes, you are not actually, your voice is breaking. You can write it in the chat box.
Sure.
So thank you everyone for joining. If you have filled in the form, you can leave the meet, or if you have still have any doubts, you could ask it here, or you can ask on the WhatsApp group, and or even contact us personally. Yes, our team members, they would be like they would not be given the prizes, but only the freshers would be given the prizes. So they will be discarded from the list of the top 10. Then we will check who are the top 10 winners from the freshers, and they will get the prizes.
Hello.
Yes.
Actually, I didn't get the link for the feedback form.
It's right.
Okay.
It's
So we will share it again in the chat box.
So someone is asking about, please tell the top 10 performers. So as of I can see from the screen, first is Akshat, second is Siddhant, third is Udit, fourth is Sanidhya, fifth is Shivank, sixth is Satnam, seventh is Saket, 13th I'm not sure it's Shivam from the team or someone, and then it's
Shivam from the team, Srishti.
okay. Okay. So then we have eighth, I guess. Eighth is Nargis, ninth is Manisha, if she's not from the team, if I'm not wrong, and 10th is Devansh. So yeah, these are the top 10 performers. Congratulations, everyone. Don't forget to fill the feedback form so that we can get all your informations. And yes, your coupons will be dispatched shortly, like within the next week, you'll be receiving it. Still, if there is any issues or there is any doubt, you can contact us anytime. So we are the admins of the group, as Prachi mentioned. You can DM us. So no issues.
Can we leave the meeting, Diti?
Yeah, if you have filled the feedback form, you can leave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the session.
Thank you.
Nargis, we will contact you in 2 or 3 days and you will get it. Make sure you fill the feedback form to receive the goodies if your name is in the top 10.
Yes, yes, I'm feeling that. Okay, no problem.
Okay, great.
Ria, I guess you can stop sharing for now because there are very less participants left. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone.